Okay, let's get started, everybody. Good morning. Happy Small Business Month. Has everybody had a good month? Well, thank you for coming. I'm Adam Jones. I'm this year's president of the Small Business Advisory Council at the Chamber. I'm with Jones McCadden and Associates. We're a association management and government relations firm here in Columbia. I do want to welcome everyone again here in the middle or towards the end of Small Business Month. But I want to highlight a few great successes we've done this year. Or this month, excuse me. We did host a great press conference at Craft Expoing to honor the folks, one to honor Small Business Week and Small Business Month, but also some of the folks you're going to meet here today. The Chamber's also done, if you're on social media, they've done a really great job of a small business social media takeover. So every day we've gotten to see some new small businesses. If you don't like the Chamber on there, please do. They do a great job with their social media, and if you like and reshare that, that means more people get to see the great work that the Chamber's doing. Before we get started, I do want to invite Stephen Paget to come up here from Blue Cross Blue Shield. He's our primary sponsor today. They do a lot for small business here in South Carolina and for the Chamber. So.
How's everybody doing this morning? It's 8:30. We should have a little more energy than that, right? Good morning. There we go. It is wonderful to be in a park on a Tuesday morning. And I just want to take a minute to thank you all for coming out. We at Blue Cross, we started as a small business. You think of Blue Cross as a large conglomerate we started as a 3-person operation in Greenville. It's the butt of a joke a lot of times. A priest, a businessman, and a journalist started Blue Cross. So we are a small business at heart. South Carolina is home to us. What I will challenge you with this morning is if you have a notion in your mind of Blue Cross as a health insurance provider, I'll challenge you to change your thinking about Blue Cross around the types of products and offerings for small business. How many of you think you have to have 5 or 10 employees to offer small business insurance? Oh, look, everybody in the room's heard me before. We can offer it for as few as 2 employees and only one of them need coverage. Plans are available across all kinds of boundaries for you. So when it comes time for your business to grow, and everyone's business will grow, we all hope and know that it will, and you're looking to attract and retain your quality people, think of Blue Cross, give us a call, and let us at least give you some options to help grow your business and continue to grow the business here in South Carolina, because as we all know, this is the greatest state in the country to live in. So welcome, enjoy your program today. If you have any questions about insurance, I'll be happy to talk with you as well. Thanks, Adam.
And now we'll invite our fearless leader, Carl Blackstone, to come up here.
Good morning. How's everybody? Coffee, everybody? You go ahead, take a sip. Let's go. How's everybody? There, great. Well, thrilled that y'all are here with us this morning. I want to thank Adam for his leadership in chairing this group, but also want to thank the Fireflies, who are gracious hosts for us on a number of things every month. But they're here for their homes for a couple of days, by the way, if you got the game tonight, but also 12 o'clock first pitch tomorrow. So if you need a networking work event in the middle of the day, excuse to drink a cold beer at lunchtime, you have that here tomorrow afternoon. But listen, we've had a great month celebrating small business. And if you think about it, we've always said, small business is the backbone of our economy. And it is. I mean, truly, 99% of all businesses are small businesses. And you think that doesn't add up, but it does. If you think about the number of companies, like just last year, we had over 568 business license issued in the city of Columbia. And out of the 568, 565 were small businesses. That really adds up. And so what y'all do every day and working, yes, it's your job and it's your way of putting food on the table. But in reality, it's churning an economy here in Columbia that's growing and growing and growing. And it's vitally important that we recognize what y'all do but it's also important that everybody else recognizes the value that y'all bring to the table, and the spinoffs that y'all create just keeps us going. So thank y'all very much for what you do. And on that regard, I mean, we started a program. We have been trying to focus more on small business, and but we were able this year to partner with our friends at TD Bank to launch an initiative called the TD Bank Small Business Champion Program. And this is really cool and exciting for us because we get to recognize 5 businesses that were chosen among a bunch of applicants to receive a 1-year partnership to the chamber. And they also receive a personal chamber diplomat, a TD Bank mentor, and a lot of other cool things over the year. But we're excited to welcome those 5 companies here today that are here behind the toolbox, or their names are up here, but with toolboxes. But we're excited to have a signing day for them, but it's a way for us to, one, recognize and clinch this month of small business that we have had, but also highlight this new program with TD. So we're excited. We're appreciative of TD and their partnership with us, but more importantly, their commitment to small business. So with that, I'm going to ask Jessica from TD Bank to come up and Ashley from the chamber to come up and talk about this. But again, we appreciate y'all being here today on a Tuesday morning. We welcome our guests, and we got a lot of new faces too. So make sure you get to meet as many people as you can. And I'm going to turn it over to Jessica. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Good morning. Happy Small Business Tuesday. We are so excited to be here on behalf of TD Bank and collaborate in this sponsorship. When Ashley and I started talking about the partnership last fall, she said, listen, we have a small business focus. And I said, great, we do too. We're the #1 lender for small businesses in South Carolina. And so it's at the core of what we do. And I said, Ashley, we don't just want to be a logo. We don't just want to pop up. We want to do more. And what does that look like? How do we really make an impact in this sector? And so we created the initiative of launching this small business contest in hopes that we could select 5 very deserving small businesses and give them an opportunity to really grow and really scale their business. And a part of that is partnering them with mentors from TD and from the chamber that can just walk alongside you and help you do that. So I encourage you to do the same thing in your business, in your community. Think a little bit outside of the box. We all know that vulnerability is a conduit for connection. We're all human and we seek connection. So when you are in a table in front of a prospect or a business client, don't forget to be human. And so that's our slogan at TD. We are unexpectedly human, and we really try to show up in our communities that we serve and provide that to you. So congratulations to the 5 businesses that are here with us today. So with that, you see this panel table set up in these beautiful toolboxes. And this is symbolic for the chamber. They have a slogan that says, we give you the toolbox and all the tools in it. It's your responsibility to reach inside that toolbox and pull out what you need. And so again, I encourage you to do that. Raise your hand. If you think you have a question that is very small or silly, don't be afraid to ask it, because we all have those questions, and together collaboration is really what will scale and grow. So with that, now it's time to get the businesses, their mentors up here. Let's do a signing and have a beautiful panel discussion. So without further ado, I'm going to call our first small business winner up to the stage, and that's going to be Cabrina Bass with Midlands Mediation Center. Yes. You can, yeah, go ahead and have a seat. Along with Cabrina from the chamber is Steve Doyle, who's going to be her diplomat. And on behalf of TD Bank, we have Michael Yarborough, who's going to come up here with us. Our next winner is Sherrard Duval with OTR Media Group. From the chamber, we have Ari Teal and Nate Williams from TD Bank. Our third winner is Erica Dawkins with Erica Dawkins Communications. From the Chamber, we have Audra Haywisher. And from TD Bank, Terry Lynn Crane. Our fourth winner is Aaron Wessinger with R. Bettis Construction. From the Chamber, we have Emily James, and from TD Bank, Pamela Swanson. And our fifth winner, Christopher Williams with IA Nautics. Zach Wilkerson from the Chamber, and Chester Leaks from TD Bank. Okay, so we're officially going to kick it off. I need your help to count down. So we'll count down from 5 and then we'll kick off the signing. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's signing day. Woo! If y'all just stay up for a quick photo. Another round of applause. Okay, if the mentors and diplomats want to have a seat, we'll keep the small businesses up here. I think I'm going to welcome Adam back up.
Well, congratulations to you all. And let's give them one more round of applause. So we're all eager to hear about each of your businesses and glad that y'all are joining us as partners of the Chamber. So I'm just going to ask each of you a couple questions, and I'll start at the end and go this way if that works for everybody. Please first tell us about your business, include what you do and who your target market is.
All right. Great morning, everybody. So first I want to make the clarification. We're AI Nautics, not IA Nautics, but I want to make sure that guys get that. So AI Nautics, we're a tech company that focus on autonomous innovation. What does that mean? We show you guys how to use drone technology to scale your business. So we're a force multiplier. So basically what we're doing is trying to make sure South Carolina is one of the drone players as far as development and integration of that technology.
Who's your
And,
target
oh,
market?
I'm sorry. My target audience is you guys. Be honest, yes. So pretty much we can service multiple verticals. Anybody that's looking for drones as a force multiplier, we can service you. Education, tech sector, transportation, construction, real estate, agriculture, basically anything that can utilize drone from high-end drones to small-end drones, we actually service you guys as a provider.
Wow, okay. What made you want to, excuse me, what made you want to be a part of the TD and Chamber program?
Oh, the opportunity, the relationship, to be able to continue to introduce drones as a technology, but also connecting with TD Bank. I mean, you got to think about a national brand. So to put ourselves attached to a national brand is even a better win-win. And then also the Chamber. Come on. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, in order to grow your business, you got to have relationships. And the Chamber is going to put relationships in place. And so we want to grow our business and we want to be a part of the Chamber.
Very good. Okay. Very good. What would you say your biggest opportunity is?
Biggest opportunity this morning. This is the biggest opportunity that we had today. So every day is opportunity. So I'm going to claim today as the first opportunity, but overall is continue to grow a business, but to be able to be the CEO and founder of a tech company that focuses on autonomous innovation and to be one of the only minority-led companies in South Carolina that's utilizing drones as a technology-based service, that's an opportunity. So that's my biggest opportunity.
And all right, how can we help you?
Oh man, relationships. I'm going back to that, relationships. Just continue to spread the word organically. Then also giving us the opportunity just to present ourselves. One of our biggest challenges is getting past the gatekeeper. When I say getting past the gatekeeper, that's always presenting any type of new business, you're gonna have that wall to say, hey, well, yeah, do I really need you? Well, give me a chance to show you that we can provide the service to you if you need. So getting past the gatekeeper. So biggest challenge, that's the question,
Mhm.
is really just making sure we can get past the gatekeeper, build the relationships.
So it sounds like everybody needs to give him your business card.
That's correct.
Okay, Aaron, with Arbetis Construction, we'll do the same. Tell us about your business, what you do and who your target market is.
Well, we are a small woman-owned DBE certified commercial construction company. We do everything from working with the federal, state, and local government to do interior and exterior renovations and upfits. We also currently have a contract and work with SCDOT to do brush management. We also like to help people figure out their problems. So we have a lot of knowledge on our staff. And if you are at any facet of your construction sequence and find you to have a problem, then call us and we will consult with you. We can look at your plans on any size project. We would like to help you, obviously, and get our name out there. We also like to help people get DBE certified and also navigate the certification process with the SBA, woman-owned, veteran-owned. It's not an easy process. It took me probably about 1.5 years to accomplish that. So I'm here to help you navigate that process. And so is our team.
Very good. What brought you to the TD program and the chamber?
When I saw the email, I looked at it as an opportunity to do something new. I'm a member of our local chamber, which is the Chapin Chamber. And I said, let's spread our wings and find out what we do, because we do work for Richland County. We work for Lexington County. We work for the city of Columbia. So I wanted to get out in the city of Columbia and find out who was out there and how we could network more and what other people we could reach. And just in the first meeting that we had, I think I can share that we all had contacts and leads and people that introduced us that we didn't know before. So it's the networking opportunity.
Very good. And last two-part, what's your biggest opportunity and how can the chamber partners help you?
Our biggest opportunity was probably when we rolled the dice and picked a number out of the sky for our brush management contract. You have to do it by acre, and my partner chose his military ID. So it was actually a great opportunity that has turned in and flourished so that we can work with other divisions in Richland County other than SCDOT. And I'm hoping and have already found that the Columbia Chamber opens us up to more opportunities with one was the Richland County Small Business Housing opportunity. So it was great to meet people like that and for us to have opportunities to bid on those projects and help people that really need to be helped.
Very good. Okay. Let's see, moving on to Erica Dawkins with Erica Dawkins Communication. Please share what you do and who your target market is.
Yeah, so we're a creative communications agency. So we work with small businesses and medium-sized businesses to tell the right story at the right time. We all know that messaging is really, really important when it comes to talking to people about our businesses. So we help ensure that you're telling the right story about your business that's going to get your audiences to want to make a decision about whether they want to work with you or not. So whether it's on the creative side with branding and design, or whether you just need strategy to figure out what your messaging should sound like, we can help you develop that.
Very good. What made you want to be a part of the TD program and the chamber?
Yeah, so my sister, who's actually here today, shared it with me. I hadn't seen anything about it and said, hey, this is something that you should do. We've been in business for quite some time now and operated strictly from word of mouth for a very, very long time. And you would think with a marketing and communication agency that you would be promoting yourself. And we have not done a good job of that because we haven't needed to, because we've been really, really successful just based off of what people have had to say about us. So this opportunity just gives us the opportunity to step out of our box and start telling new people about who we are instead of, just waiting for everyone else who thinks we're amazing to tell other people that story.
Very good. Okay. And what's your biggest opportunity and how can the chamber help you?
So our biggest opportunity right now is to have events and be able to participate in situations like this, where we get to be face to face with folks. We understand, like everyone else has said, the importance of relationship building, and this gives us the opportunity to do that. So this is a huge opportunity for us in the chamber to continue to do things like this is a huge area would be a huge opportunity for us.
Thank you. Okay, Sherrod Duvall with OTR Media Group. Tell us about your business, include what you do and who your target market is.
Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't first say thank you to the chamber and to TD Bank for affording us this awesome opportunity. I think it's really awesome. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure everybody up here feels the same way. OTR Media Group is a nonfiction entertainment firm. All of our work meets at the intersection of culture and film, or I like to say hip hop culture and film. And we do that in 3 ways. Of course, we produce nonfiction media content, short form and long form content, film, video content, media literacy education and media education, everything surrounding film education and understanding how to understand what's happening when you're reading and writing anything through a screen. And then we do a lot of media strategy with companies or organizations that are trying to figure out, well, how do I use media to tell my company story or tell my story? That's essentially what OTR Media Group does. That's what we are.
Very nice. What made you want to be a part of the TD Champion program?
I wanted to be a part of the TD Chamber program specifically because I feel like our company is just really cool. We do cool stuff. But more importantly, OTR represents emerging media tech companies. I feel like in the South Carolina landscape, the emerging media and tech companies are often overlooked, particularly in an economy that really revolves around retail and manufacturing and real estate. And I thought that having OTR in a position like this would be able to shine some light on all the many folks around the state of South Carolina that work in the industry that we do, but also a way to let folks know that this is a emerging economy that South Carolina really should pay a lot of attention to. And we're hoping that every time that I can get in front of a microphone and get in front of people, I can spread that message, as well as letting other media companies know that opportunities like this are for them as well.
Very good. Okay, and what's your biggest opportunity and how can the chamber help you?
I think my biggest opportunity is really opportunities like this, to be able to share with as many people as possible about what we do, about how we do what we do, make it easy for people to contact us and get to learn more about our business. And I think that the chamber could continue to help us by creating opportunities for us to get in front of folks, to be able to talk with folks, to be able to let folks know about the great work that we do here in Columbia and in South Carolina. And opportunities like this is what we're really looking forward to more of.
Sure. Okay, and Sabrina Bass with Midlands Mediation Center, Mediation Center? Mediation, sorry.
Awesome. Good morning, and thank you again for this opportunity. Midlands Mediation Center is a product out of the 1964 Civil Rights Act, which says that people in the community should have a place where they can go and resolve their own conflict through the use of mediation. And so the community mediation center we have is the Midlands Mediation Center, located in downtown Columbia, where we help people resolve their conflict, improve relationship, and strengthen the community overall. Our services include facilitation, mediation, training, and conversation. And it really was a product of the Columbia College, where a young college student decided that there was a need for a community mediation center to discuss the Confederate flag because there were different points of view. So to bring the community together, to have a dialogue in a safe space where you can really work through those issues was the purpose for the Community Mediation Center. We have expanded. We have over 90 volunteers who work as mediators to help people in the community resolve their conflict. And specifically, it gives an opportunity that you don't need somebody from the outside to really resolve the issues. Those that are part of the issue have the ability and the skills to resolve their own conflict. They just need a guided facilitator in the process.
Very good. A lot of great companies here that we weren't aware of beforehand, so I definitely didn't know about mediation. Sorry, I said meditation. What made you want to be a part of the TD Chamber program?
First, TD Bank has been an organization that I've watched for a while, and the opportunity for them to decide to invest in small businesses was just amazing to me, and I just wanted to be a part of it. The chamber, I think a lot of people that are on the staff here, I have been begging to be a part of the chamber for a long time, but as a small business, it's hard to have the resources in order to invest in it and to prove to a board that it's worth investing in. I have had the opportunity to attend many events by the chamber, and I've seen the growth that it provides to a business, but I'm just excited that I now had the opportunity because of TD Bank to be part of the chamber, and so that people can see the services that we offer and understand the work that we do is important to our community and the stability of our community and resolving conflict in a very creative way.
Very good. Okay, and what's your biggest opportunity and how can we, the chamber, help you?
We are the biggest, best kept secret in Columbia, South Carolina. There are only 2 community mediation centers in the state of South Carolina, and we work hard and diligently to help our community. Through the courts, we're able to do family mediations for families where mediation typically costs $200 an hour. We do it on a sliding scale, starting at $20 for people that make less than $10,000 a year. And that is possible because every family is required by the courts to go through mediation, but yet there's no funding to support that. We also provide support to the magistrate court where small businesses are called to court for magistrate level things. And there, instead of going through litigation, which is costly not only to individuals, but also to the county, we're able to save money for our court systems, our taxpayers' dollars, as well as small businesses. So instead of considering litigation, think about mediation. It is a much easier process and much quicker than a court process. And so our biggest opportunity is for people to share the word that we do exist, we're here to serve, and we can make a difference.
Very good. Okay, one more question for each of you. And we can go this way this time. What do you bring to the program since we have a bunch of different unique businesses? What do you think you bring to the program?
I think I bring my skills of mediation to the program as well as the facilitation, and I've had the honor to serve as a moderator for several of the chamber events, and I really have enjoyed it, and I think that's something that I bring to the table. Also, the ability to help other businesses to understand ways that they can resolve their conflict in more creative ways versus going through litigation.
That's a good question. What do I bring to the program? I think that what I bring to the program is that the right now media, particularly the way that we interact with media, the way that media kind of controls all aspects of our life. That's really where OTR Media Group is at the center of a lot of things that we do. So whether that's creating content, whether teaching people how to use, how to interact, how to educate, or training people on how to understand the content that they're consuming every day, or if people are just trying to figure out, well, how do I take advantage of the media that we may have or media that I want to create to be able to tell stories of my own or to tell the story about my company. I think that's really where our sweet spot is. I think that's what we bring. Yeah.
I'm with Sherrod. That's a really good question. I think that what we bring is a lot of expertise and experience in marketing and communications. What we do as far as helping organizations tell their stories is something that every business can benefit from. So I think our expertise and experience in that area is a huge area of opportunity for anyone at the chamber.
Me personally, I think I bring the expertise and the experience of going through the administrative red tape and the certification process. On the other hand, we as a company, and thanks to my partner and superintendent, we bring a wealth of knowledge in every facet of construction, not just certain trades or divisions. It's every facet of construction and at any phase and sequence of your construction project.
So what I bring, I think, for our company is force multiplier. To be simple, our product is a force multiplier. We can attach to, like I said, multiple verticals. So what we bring to the program, we are able to streamline and attach to many different industries by one product and one solution. So helping you guys understand how to solve a problem by using drone technology is what we bring to the program.
Great. It sounds like toolboxes are very fitting. We all have more items in the toolbox to lean on here at the chamber. Let's give another round of applause for these folks. This is a great program. And this part's a little more interactive, so we're going to be looking out this way this time. Based on the responses on what our new partners need help with the most, we have a more interactive activity where we want to hear from all of you who have been able to take advantage of the chamber and build relationships. Please take a minute and offer your response and prepare to share by show of hands with the following question. Based on the feedback and responses you have heard from new partners, what are the top 3 pieces of advice you would offer them to help with their opportunities and identify ways the chamber can assist? So again, I'll read that. Based on the feedback and responses you have heard from the new partners, what are the top 3 pieces of advice you would offer to help them with their opportunities and identify ways the chamber can assist them? So think about that for just a second, and I'll ask some more questions while y'all think about this. So we definitely have a diverse group, different types of companies. Drones, I'll have to say that one is, I would love to hear a little bit more about that.
So, in reference to a little bit more, because I can go all day about it, so a little bit more specifically. Do you have specifics you want to know?
Well, I mean, like, you say drones, and I know there's ones this big, and then there's ones that are enormous, so.
Right. So drones are based off payload, payloads, and then the different type of verticals. So like you said, you have drones that are taxi services that are delivering people from one place to the next. You have drones that are doing, going into manufacturing, transporting parts from one part of the manufacturer warehouse to the next, data warehousing. You have drones that are actually going out and basically taking information from infrared. So you have drones that are doing delivery, food delivery, like Uber is working on a drone right now to do food delivery. And they're actually doing that in our local neighboring state in North Carolina, medical supplies. So drones are really, again, I say from autonomous technology is the best kept secret, but we need to make sure that it's utilized because again, it's a system that is going to allow companies that from labor shortage, from trying to scale their services to be able to use the technology and be able to be efficient, but be able to use that technology in a mannerism that's going to increase the productivity of the bottom line.
Good, thank you. Let's see. Aaron, DBEs are being leaned on a lot more lately by different contracts and stuff. And I know that is a lot of red tape. Can you give a little more advice on something smaller? Who should be going after those type of certifications?
DBE means disadvantaged business enterprise. So that would be any minority group, any veteran group. Minority group could be anything from Indian, your demographic. You could also be in a hub zone. And to look up more about that, hub zone is a disadvantaged area of the state. There is a hub zone map on the website. The one thing I would urge you to do is keep all of your paperwork. Make sure you go on the DBE website and there is a list and it's not small. The DBE package was probably about 1.5 inches thick and you have to print it all off and send a hard copy. And you also have to figure out how to scan in about 100 sheets of paper and make it all fit in one file because they want it all in one file and it can't be encrypted.
Yeah.
And they're very specific.
Yes. Okay, and Aaron, like you said, everybody could do a better job telling their story. And I think that's universal in small business because we're all just trying to work our hardest to keep the lights on. You said you work with small to medium-sized business. Like, what's the largest business you want to work with?
That I want to work with or that I have worked with?
The
The largest business that I've probably worked with has been the city of Columbia. I had the opportunity to contract with the city of Columbia to train their internal marketing, communication, and PR team as far as their strategies in every small piece of the city as well. So whether it's animal services, any of those services, any of those smaller departments, we've had the opportunity to train and work with all of their staff as well.
Very great. Okay, and let's see. Sherrod, I did not know there was a film industry in Columbia.
It is. You know, one of the things about particularly I'm more in the documentary film industry, but just in the film industry in general, it's usually a under the radar type of industry because of the attention that you bring whenever you pull out a camera. So it's just best to always not be in the public eye. So you don't often see companies like mine that are advertising or doing billboards and things of that nature, because if people knew where we were going to be, it would probably be a crowd lots of times. And then oftentimes we could be working with someone that may have some type of popularity or something like that. But I think that the creative media industry in general, I think everybody in here probably has some type of device. So I think you can clearly see whether you're on some type of social media or whether you're just on the internet, the way that we're consuming video and media right now is at a level that we just never had before. Even if you're just talking about the amount of streaming services you have on your devices at home. I mean, the way that we consume media has totally changed. And so I think that to know that there are entities in South Carolina, even right here in Columbia, that are doing some of that same work, it's just important for people to know. And I think it's an industry that I'm happy to represent and happy to be a part of this program to let people know that that not only is it accessible, it's right here in our home state now, my home city.
Very good. And Cabrina, with mediation, I don't know, do you do person to person, business to business, or all of the above?
All of the above.
Okay. Very good.
We have the amazing opportunity to help businesses in conflict, as well as to help neighbors with dogs barking, property line issue, easeways, all types of things. And so I personally am a trained mediator in both civil and family mediation, and also international mediation.
Very good. I mean, that's something I think probably doesn't dawn on a lot of people unless you sign a lot of contracts, because usually in there you'll go to arbitrator or mediator before you go to court. But I never even thought about that with a barking dog. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay, well, y'all have had a chance to think of the questions. Who wants to raise their hand and ask the question or answer the questions we asked? Anybody? Okay, yes, ma'am.
Although you guys may not be new in business, I work with the Chamber's Minority Business Accelerator Program. And one of the things I want to give in terms of advice is, when you look around the room, you have various levels of experience. Everybody in here can contest to the fact that small business, running and owning a small business can be very hard because you have all those other things that are going on in your life. I just like to say, don't hesitate to reach out to any of these people in the room and also stay engaged, because times are going to get tough and you probably already know that. But that's one opportunity that you have in an entity like this, is to reach out to, there's various people in here from all walks of life, and a lot of people are not even here, but don't hesitate to use the Chamber's community to reach out and ask for help when you need it.
Very good. Thank you. Anyone else? Well, I'll give you some advice that the person that did this or chaired this council before me did. Is Chamber's a lot like a gym membership. You get out of it, we put in. I suggest coming to anything that you can. Just the before and after is important, is what we do right here, is just meeting people and handing out those business cards. You never know where your next client or partner is going to be. Okay, well, thank you. And thanks again. Let's give these folks another round of applause.